Certainly. Let's dive deeper into each of the steps and explore how they might contribute to breaking free from a karmic loop. Complete awareness. Breaking free from the karmic loop requires understanding the cycle you're stuck in. The first step is to become deeply aware of the forces that drive you, the actions, thoughts, and patterns that keep you in a state of constant recurrence. This isn't just about recognizing surface level behaviors, but understanding the underlying energies or impulses that motivate you, fears, desires, past wounds, etc. It's about uncovering the root causes of your karma, seeing the interconnections between your past lives, your ancestors, and even collective karmas that might have shaped your current experience. Once you recognize that karma is not just a personal thing, but something interwoven with larger systems, you can begin to see how much of your life is influenced by these patterns. Awareness here isn't passive, it involves a deep conscious examination of your life. It's like peeling back the layers of a puzzle that was hidden beneath your consciousness, where you see how your choices in the past led to the present and how your present actions are shaping your future. This clarity allows you to spot where the loop begins and how to step out of it. 2. Emotional and spiritual mastery. Karma is not just about actions, it's about the emotions tied to those actions. When we react from a place of unresolved emotion, like guilt, anger, or fear, we tend to perpetuate karmic patterns. These emotions are the residue of past actions and decisions, and to break free from the cycle, we need to release their hold over us. This requires emotional healing and spiritual growth. Emotional mastery involves observing and releasing emotional attachments that bind us to old patterns. For instance, if you're still holding on to anger from a past relationship or resentment toward an event that happened years ago, those emotions keep you tied to the past. By learning to process these feelings through forgiveness, understanding, or even inner work like meditation or therapy, you break their grip on your current life. Spiritual mastery, on the other hand, means aligning with your higher self, letting go of ego-driven reactions, and practicing self-awareness and self-love. When you let go of emotional baggage, you allow space for new energies to flow, making it harder for old karma to control you. Compassion and forgiveness. One of the most powerful ways to transcend karma is through compassion and forgiveness. Holding grudges, seeking revenge, or desiring retribution keeps you trapped in a cycle of negativity. By choosing to forgive, whether it's forgiving others or yourself, you release the need to balance the scales or get even. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing harmful actions. Instead, it's about freeing yourself from the emotional prison that resentment builds. Compassion, especially toward those who have wronged you, is a form of liberation because it opens your heart and allows you to transcend the need for retribution. When you forgive, you stop the cycle of cause and effect, and it stops feeding the karmic loop. This doesn't just apply to others, it applies to you too. Often, we hold on to guilt or shame over past mistakes, and this emotional weight keeps us tied to a karmic cycle. Self-forgiveness is necessary for freedom. A shift in perception of time and identity. Karma, in many ways, is tied to time. Past actions dictate future outcomes, and there's a belief in an ongoing cycle. But if we change our perception of time, this relationship with karma changes too. What if time is an illusion? What if past, present, and future are all connected in a more fluid way than we think? The idea that karma is bound to time may be limiting. If we let go of our attachment to past identities or experiences, we free ourselves from karmic cycles. This shift can be radical. It's not about simply forgetting the past, but about transcending it. By understanding that you are not defined by past actions, mistakes, or even identities, you realize that each moment is a new opportunity to create a different future. In other words, time no longer controls you. You control your actions in the present moment, and through that, you break the chain of cause and effect that binds you. Transcendence of desire. Desire is often the root of karma. When we act out of personal desire, we tend to create karmic consequences because our actions are rooted in the ego's need for satisfaction, power, or control. This attachment to desires, whether it's the desire for material wealth, status, validation, or even revenge, binds us to the cycle.
Can you elaborate on being binded to the cycles?